It is a Mental Health Monday, and Dr. Sabrina is here, the people expert, talking about peer pressure, but specifically adult peer pressure, which is something that I never thought of.
Never?
I always think of peer pressure when it comes to young folks.
We do. We hear it for young people, but as adults, we call it keeping up with the Joneses.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We do. Or then in our workplace, in our social groups, in our families, there is pressure.
What form are we talking about? Can you give us specifics? Like, give us an example.
I will give you a big one in the family. Say you're getting older. You're not married. When you getting married?
Oh.
You ain't got nobody to come to. No one's coming to the holiday party with you.
Or we're inviting couples.
Or you are married. You've been married. Where the babies?
Oh, yeah.
I need babies.
Yes.
So the pressure that can be applied from your peers, even as adults, even in the workplace, you may be quite comfortable with where you are, and somebody comes along and says, well, you know what? I think you should do this on the job.
Right.
Well, no, I don't need to do that.
Right.
And so you really need to understand how it makes you feel when you have that pressure. It can cause you stress. It can cause you anxiety, poor coping skills because you're doing things to make other people happy instead of yourself happy, and then isolation because I don't want to go to the party now since they're going to keep asking me.
What do you do? What do you do when somebody presents you with that?
Well, the very first thing is that you need to set boundaries. You set boundaries for yourself because you know yourself and you know that I'm not going to do that. So that's very important, setting the boundaries. And then to know your own values and then to assert them appropriately. Assertion is different than aggression. So I don't have to cuss you out. I don't have to be mean to you. It's like, that's not important to me right now. And I understand that's important for you, but it's not important to me.
So is it okay to come up with like a pat answer?
Yeah.
Like one that you're cool with, that's maybe bounce it off of somebody to make sure it's acceptable and not abrasive, because sometimes you're abrasive.
And you don't even know that it's abrasive.
You don't even know that
Absolutely. But sometimes a little abrasion does not mean that I am cutting you. It doesn't mean that I'm leaving you bleeding.
Right.
I'm just standing in my truth and asserting my truth. Because some people will see you just saying your truth as being offensive to them.
Right.
I can't. Like, sometimes when I make decisions, and I make decisions to do something, and I know other people may not like them, they'll say, well, Sabrina, I didn't think you should go there and speak there. Well, I didn't consult you. And I didn't have to consult you. What I consult is the Holy Spirit. If the Holy Spirit says yes,
then I go.
Then I go. And if the Holy Spirit says no, I don't care who else says yes. And so you have to have for yourself, what are your coping mechanisms, and understand that your choices you value, and that's the most important value, is the value that you have for the choices you make.
But if somebody has self-imposed isolation, and a lot of people do it without even really realizing that they're doing it. So what if somebody's sitting right now at home, self-imposed isolation, what do you say to them to get back out when they know as soon as they go back out, they're going to hear that thing again?
They should have for themselves, like you said, what am I going to say ahead of time? So people...
Why is it important to go out, though? Why can't they just stay home?
Well, it depends. Because sometimes staying home is you staying home because you're depressed, staying home because you are not feeling good about yourself. And in order for you to... We were created as humans to be interdependent and not independent. We are created to be together. We need to support each other. Sometimes the greatest thing we can have is just a smile from someone else, or a hug, or that fist pump, or whatever. That connection with human is a part of humanity. And don't stay away from humanity. You need humans.
Well, they say we're out of time, but before one more thing before we go. Go ahead, outfit. I see you. You look very nice with the tie. Go ahead,
thank you for the tie, and it's specifically the Detroit edition, and you can get it at the Lash Experience right here in Southfield on Evergreen off 10 Mile.
Off of 10 Mile. Very nice.
10 Mile.
And where can people find you?
They can find me on social media, the People Expert _ on my website, SabrinaJackson.com.
Very nice. All right. Also, check this out. A Spartan tradition led to a...
All right, if you're feeling a little bit sluggish after making the time change, you are not alone. And today is National Napping Day, so you can celebrate the power of a good nap. How do you do that? Dr. Sabrina Jackson, the people expert, is here to explore the incredible benefits of a little siesta.
Yes, just a little nap, just a little nap. And generally a nap should be between 10 to 20 minutes, 20 minutes at the most, because when you go over, then it may throw you off when you really need to go to sleep and go into your deep sleep. But a nap is not that. It's just a moment to just get your eyes closed, get a little something in, and then it helps you to become more alert when you nap.
I am fascinated by this, Dr. Sabrina, because I can be very tired, like can't keep my eyes open, and sometimes I will, I'll grab a nap wherever I can if I need to. When I'm driving, I might have to pull over. But it is fascinating how just 10 minutes of closing your, I guess, sleep, 10 minutes of sleep, even though you're not getting into any deep sleep, is so, it's such a recharge. It's so invigorating.
It is, yes,
incredible.
And it gives you that little bit that you need to just go through the rest of your day. And so it helps to improve your mood, because when you're really sleepy, I know for me, when I'm really, really sleepy, I will yarn and I will start to cry. Like I'm yearning and I'm crying. And whenever I'm that tired, I know that I have to take a moment to take a nap, because I'm not going to be effective when I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with in the day.
Well, and it does make, we know that just from watching babies, I mean, from day one when we arrive, when we're tired, we don't handle stress well, whether you're an infant or an adult.
Yeah, you just think about when kids do having a little tantrum. Adults, when we're really tired, we may have a tantrum, but the tantrum may not be us rolling around in the street or in the floor, but we may snap at people. We may not answer questions effectively. You get that little fog where you can't remember what you're doing or what you're talking about and things of that nature. So that little nap can really help defray your stress level, get you more alert, get you more excited about moving on with the rest of your day, and then really set you up to be in a good place for when you're ready to get actual sleep.
Now, the other thing that feeling rested can do is help you with your motivation and accomplishing whatever you're trying to do with your day, whether it's something active or even just, you know, something with work.
Yeah, just with your focus. If you have a little nap, it gives you that little thing you need to just be focused on what it is that you're doing. It could be cleaning up your office. It could be preparing a proposal. It could be talking to a client. But whatever you're doing, when you're more alert, then you can be more effective when you're doing it as well. I know for me, I need some rest. And rest and sleep are different. So sleeping is when you get that 6 to 9 hours. For different people, it's different things. But if you're only sleeping 2 to 3 hours a night, that's not good for your health, because when you're sleeping, there's things that's going on internally that's resetting yourself to get you removing toxins, things of that nature. And when you don't get to that level of sleep, those things are not happening.
It is pretty incredible that we are starting to become more and more aware of how important sleep is to your physical health, your mental health, your coping mechanisms, all those things.
How you're able to communicate with others. We call it sleep hygiene. And so you take physical hygiene, hopefully, get your water, drink it, and then submerge in some water sometimes on a regular basis. But then when we sleep, there's a sleep hygiene. So what things and rituals do we have in place for when we nap and when we're ready to sleep? So like when you say, if I'm sleepy when I'm driving, I pull over. That is wise, because if you know that if I get to this light and I go to sleep and people beeping, that's not good. That's not good. So you want to make sure you have a place that you're going to sleep. When you're going to nap, you might want to lay across a couch or get comfortable in a chair or even at your desk. I remember as a kid, when you took a little nap at school, you would just put your head down on the desk. 10 minutes, and you're back up and ready to go.
But see, those lessons, those kindergarten lessons
still work.
Still effective. Dr. Sabrina, thank you.
Thank you.
A Detroit firefighter and his